Hi, it's Rachel. I'm from Reps by Rachel. Today I'm doing another nature / cooking video, and I'm gonna start calling this COVID cooking. I realize that, there are a lot of people where money is tight. Perhaps your hours are being cut back. Perhaps you've been laid off from your job. Perhaps your company is just closed right now, just with all the different closures. So talking about free food sources and things that you can use to kind of jazz up a meal, that sort of thing. And so today what I'm going to be talking about are wild violets. This is the time of year where wild violets are out, and I'm just bending over, picking up my little bucket here. Hang on one sec. Okay, so this whole big salad bowl, I picked this in less than 5 minutes, and that includes me stopping to talk to one of the neighbors here in the community who basically was asking me what the hell am I doing? What are you picking? Are you picking or are you planting? Anyhow, so it's real easy to pick. It's super easy to identify, and I'm just going to kind of come around here. Okay, dropping. So let's see. Hopefully you can see that. So these are wild violets, and the leaf kind of looks sort of like an oblonged heart, and then it's on this little stem, and they grow in these clumps and clusters, and they like being on what I call the edges. Like they like being at the edge of this. Is a whole bunch of it. There's a little bit of some other things kind of mixed in here, but you can see plenty of these things. And I am gonna stand back up and I'm gonna look at my notes. So these are really high in vitamin A and C, and when I looked this up, I'm trying to get so that I don't have the sun directly in my eyes. Hi. So supposedly they have more vitamin C by weight than oranges do. So that's pretty cool. And so what can you do with these things? Well, one, you could just kind of eat it plain. I do suggest, especially if you're along a walking path, kind of like I am, perhaps where people are walking dogs, things like that you give it a really good wash before, good rinse before you eat it. But you can just eat it raw. You can add it to salads. You can blend it in with a smoothie. You can put it in with vinegar and then just kind of let that sit, particularly the little blossoms, and make a little colored vinegar, which is a very subtle little flavor going on to it. And you can also cook this. Now, I have never cooked it before. I've always used it for making violet jelly, which is super pretty, and violet syrup, which is really pretty to pour on top of ice cream. And basically what you do with that is you can look up recipes on YouTube. So I don't, I've not created anything here on my own. I'm just going off of recipes and things that I find on the internet. But basically you just take the flowers, and you would then add them with water and sugar, and just kind of boil it for a really long time. And then you're going to get this really beautiful purpley color, and just kind of keep boiling it and making it to the thickness that you want. And so that's to make a violet syrup. And then there are ways that you can do it also by adding a little bit of lemon juice and one or two other ingredients that I'm drawing a blank off the top of my head. But anyhow, just to kind of make a little bit of jelly out of it as well. I will say that the jelly has a very, very mild flavor. It's not going to punch you in the face flowers. It's going to be a real mild flavor, but it's there. So what I'm going to wind up doing with this today is I'm probably just going to saute this up with just like one little strip of bacon. Cut the bacon into really, really small little pieces and just kind of saute it all together like you would do maybe spinach. And I'm really looking forward to eating that. And anyhow, so like I said, it doesn't take very long to pick this. Just kind of walking around in your neighborhood, you will probably find it. It likes to be in an area that is semi-shaded, kind of like, you know, this wooded little path area. It also likes to be on a slight incline, so it likes to grow on like a little hillside or things along those lines. And you will recognize it by those beautiful little purple flowers. And if you're not sure if it's a wild violet, then don't eat it. You know, be safe. But there really isn't much that that looks like that. So it's one of the things that's really very easy to identify, and you're not likely to kind of get into trouble with eating this or cooking it up. And yeah, so take a big bowl, give your kids each a bowl, send them out, ship their little butts out, and tell them to go pick it out in, you know, near your house. And get them out of the house for a little bit. You know, they're probably driving you nuts. I say that with love, right? Everybody's kind of going crazy being in the house, that sort of thing. But yeah, ship them out with some bowls, have them pick this, and then just saute it up or mix it in with salads, or mix it in with, you know, like a blended up fruit drink, that sort of thing, and just kind of, you know, give it a little extra A and C. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that I wanted to say. Don't eat the roots. Don't eat the roots. They will be highly laxative and you will not be happy. But the leaves, yeah, you can go ahead and eat the leaves. And I think that's all. I'm looking again, see if there's anything else I wanted to say. I wrote a couple of things down. Oh, here are some other ideas. You can kind of, like, let's say you're making some sort of soup where you've got like parsley or celery or some other, you know, greens mixed in there. You know, throw a little handful of this in there. Why not? Throw it in with the stir fry. And then one other suggestion that I saw on the internet was kind of mixing it in with some scrambled eggs. Hey, why not? You know, just kind of, you know, boost the nutrition, stretch out your food. It's free. And you know, but when you're picking this stuff, just, you know, be mindful. You don't want to pick the entire cluster because then it won't come back for next year. So don't pick the whole plant, just wildcraft responsibly. And so if you like this video, please hit the like button, please subscribe. I do all kinds of videos. I do videos on this is new, doing the things on wildcrafting and cooking, but I also do videos with crafts that I make. I make journals, I make blankets, I make you know, things with my sewing machine, things for new families, things like bibs and baby blankets and, you know, fun stuff like that. And I make things like I make wine bags out of upcycled clothing that I find at thrift stores. I do thrift store hauls. I do all kinds of fun stuff. So please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you very soon with another new video. Everybody stay safe, be well. I love you all. All right. Thanks so much.